Hi, my name is Krista Curtis. Imagine a world where there is no creativity, where everything is dull and boring. Buildings are just simple skyscrapers and everything is written in Comic Sans font. Scary, right? Imagine if kids didn't have a break or a chance to express themselves during the school day and instead were constantly doing math and science. Exposure to the arts is an integral part of our childhood development, and as such, children should have the opportunity to engage in such activities from a young age, and what better place to do it than in schools. I myself have reaped the benefits from being exposed to public arts during my schooling, and throughout middle school and high school, I took parts in art and theater programs, and without those opportunities, I would never found my path in life. I will explain the benefits of public arts provide for children in schools and how these benefits can help them in their lives, after school, and in the workforce. Let's begin by going over the basic programs schools usually offer to their students. Art education is a vital part in the development of children, and as such, we need to be taught in schools, especially starting at exposure at a young age. There aren't many programs in schools nowadays, and those that are being slowly depleted and losing funding. The arts programs in schools are very limited in some areas, but in others they excel at creating and supporting programs. Music is offered in 97% of elementary and 94% of secondary schools. Visual art is offered in 85% of elementary schools and in 89% of secondary schools. Dance is offered in 43% of elementary schools and only 13% of secondary schools. Theater and drama is offered in 8% of elementary schools and 54% of secondary schools. And creative writing is offered in 92% of elementary and 47% of secondary schools. According to the National Center for Education Statistics, more than 40% of secondary schools do not require any sort of arts coursework in order to graduate, as of 2010, and those numbers continue to go down. This way of organization can cause lots of problems, such as most students will not take these courses or put the effort towards to take the courses because they're not required. And by not requiring arts courses to graduate, they lowers the importance and is demeaning to those courses and make them seem like they're not as useful or important as others. These statistics are constantly changing, and for the most part, it seems to be more of a negative impact. Now that we've covered the expanse of these programs, let's go over some of the benefits to participating in these programs. There are 3 different categories for benefits: during school, in the work environment, and just in everyday life situations. Our programs benefit students during the duration of schooling by changing the learning environment to one of discovery. It allows students to connect with one another in multiple different ways, and it provides challenges for students of all age levels and education levels. There are also benefits that can help during you after school and in the work environments. You can learn leadership skills. I personally have stage managed throughout high school, and I learned how to take charge of a group. You can also learn how to be a self-directed learner through these courses. Art programs also benefit you in just every life situations, such as allowing you to engage with other aspects and walks of life, and it helps you to create creative problem-solving skills, and teaches you to cope with the uncertainties life can throw at you. However, many people think these classes are an easy grade or a waste of time, and art classes are extremely engaging and help you connect to students in ways normal classes can't, and allow kids to have more free range and to express themselves in new and different ways. Now, let's talk about why these things are important to teach our children. Kids can't function while being bogged down by math, science, and technology throughout the day. They need some sort of outlet to get away from the normal everyday and to express their true feelings that they usually have to hide. And what better way to do that than through visual art, theater, dance, and music? Again, exposing our kids to art programs is important for their development, and it's a key aspect that could shape their whole minds for their childhood at an early on age. We have gone over the different programs and have offered and how they are on a slow decline, as well as the benefits that come from exposing our kids to these programs from the young elementary and secondary school ages. Now I urge you to take action in your communities and have your voice heard. Art education is an integral part of the development of our children, but the school districts don't understand that and just want to cut it out. If you attend any type of school meetings, whether it be a simple PTA meeting or a high school board meeting, it's important that you speak up for the cause. If there is any sort of election, I urge you to do research on the candidates to make sure they support art educations in schools before you decide to vote for them. Same goes for any bills being passed in your local government concerning funding for schools, because most of the time those includes cuts for the arts programs. Many people in today's society don't understand the but don't understand the importance of arts and the impact they have on other aspects of life. They just think it's a huge waste of time, but it's not. We need to start raising our kids to embrace the creative side as well as the logical, and that both sides are equal always. Without this sort of mindset, we could be leaning towards a future that's boring and where everyone becomes basic clones. So please, get out and make a difference today.